Welcome to my channel. Here is David. This is going to be my very first video, so I hope you are going to enjoy it. Probably I'm going to evolve over the time, but for now I'm just a beginner, and let me just dive you into my life, how I begin and what I'm doing right now. So basically I'm 24 years old. I'm from Eastern Europe, Romania. As you probably can hear from my voice that I'm not a native English speaker. So basically I'm 24 right now. I went to the university, I took the basic bro keypad. When I was younger I just didn't know what's going on. I took that if I'm going to be a good engineer, that I'm going to have a good life and I will be able to achieve anything in terms of financial freedom and financial goals. So later on it came out that it's not true, or not true in this way. So I got a good chance to try myself during the university. I was studying also 1 year in Hungary. It was a university promoted by the Audi, and during this period I was working for the Mercedes. So it was funny, but I had the chance to try I would say almost the top, or one of the best cars in this industry. Supercars with 840 horsepower, AMG GT, G63S, SL63, and a lot of similar models with over 800 horsepower. So it was fun, it was great, but honestly I just didn't like the mentality of the people over there. They've been just telling bullshits all the time. Oh, these cars are really bad, you must be, I'm not going to say right now, but you must be a bad guy if you buy a car like this, or just stupid, or things like that. But the real reason behind was only that they knew that if they are going to work for this company, they just never be able to afford a car like that. So for me that was really painful, that we make the cars, we design them as an engineer, we understand them, and still we are not able to buy one over our life. So it's kind of something really frustrating. And since money was something very important for me all the time, I just say that okay, it's enough. So yeah, later on during that year I went to the US because I was like, I have to change my life and basically make more money. So I was thinking, who should teach me to make money? And I was like, okay, the people who already got some. So I was trying to position myself basically in better circles, but around better people with money who can teach me, or who basically I can steal their knowledge. So I went to the US, I worked my ass off for like almost 4 months. In 3.5 months I made 26K. So as someone from Eastern Europe, it was a good money. I was 23 back then, or 22, and came to home with like 19. And most of them, besides some exceptions, I invested into myself. Part of this also is the war room created by the Tate brothers. And my only reason to join this group was to see that other young guys, that as I was then, are able to generate money legally and a lot. So I joined the war room and I saw that yes, it is possible. So yeah, it might be an expensive lesson for like $7,000 to learn that it is possible, but I wanted to see that because around me nobody was making good money or even close. So like everybody had just a normal job like everyone does normally, like normal people, nothing crazy. So I wanted to see that it is possible. It was very important for me to connect with that kind of people, because I feel inside me that I want to become someone like them, who is like good at business, good at home, takes care about his body, takes care about his mental health. So this is someone that I look up to, because these people are trying to evolve day by day, even if just a little bit every day. Even if they fail, they try again. And this is the kind of person that I want to become, even if I'm 24 years old right now and not yet a millionaire, because honestly I tried a bunch of things and in a lot of them I just failed. Since I'm like 14, I was selling phones, I was repairing them. Even this story started because I didn't got enough money to buy a phone that I liked. It was, I think, a Samsung Note 1, I believe. And I took one, I repaired it, and then I got a cheap phone basically, but a good phone for cheap. So this is how it started, this story. And then, but I think when I was 13 or something like that, I already had like 10 iPhones for sale, because iPhones back then was easier to repair. Not sure about nowadays what the situation. And this is just one thing. Then I had a company about projecting motorcycle parts and making cafe racers or custom bikes, but that one feels like it's really hard to scale. So I try to escape from this pattern that where you basically you love what you do at the beginning. You are not making great money, but you say that okay, I'm okay with this because I'm just happy by doing what I like. And later on you will be surprised that basically you are not anymore happy about this, you're not interested anymore about this job, because you are making this for money, and that's going to destroy this picture inside you. And I saw a lot of guys falling into this trap, and I say that okay, I just want to avoid this if it's possible, make money from something else as a real business, and later on come back to my hobbies. So this is the path that I took until now. Something else that I want to talk about is how important, if you do not have right now a good skill, or this is just based on my experiences, it not might be good probably for everyone, but you should filter the informations based on your experiences. So the mindset that you have, it's going to influence your life. So even if you have a business, even if not, I would highly encourage you to invest into yourself, buy a book, listen to someone that is at that level that you want to be. And the thing is that I know that most of you already know these informations. You already know this, you already heard this probably many times, but there is a problem. And the problem is that you have to keep an information diet. So what does this mean? You have to listen just to a few information, limit the amount of information that you get day by day. So you heard something, you like it, okay, close your phone, do not open any social media anymore in that day, and just try to practice or to implement into your life that thing. Because the thing is that we heard many good things. Yeah, the social media is filled with good ideas, but if you're not going to practice them, you are just going to end up with the same life when you're going to be 50 years old, and you're just going to regret it, right? So right now, currently, I'm doing affiliate marketing. Basically, I started almost 1 year ago, but in the first 4 months, I was doing 4 softwares, and basically, I made zero money over that, from that, and it was like kind of frustrating. But I wanted to give up, because I said, okay, there's just no money in this field. And then I sat down and I was thinking, okay, why am I not making enough money, but still I work since I'm 16, I try different things, and yet I'm not making a bunch of money. And then I sat down and I was like, okay, what's the reason? And I realized that I made a few mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes I made, that I all the time wanted to do many things in the same time, because I saw that the big dogs are doing a lot of things in the same time. And the problem with this is that this is what we see from the outside, but basically from the inside they build one business, they made a solid basement for that, and after the business can work without them, hands off, then they start to build another business, but not in the same time at all. So hopefully I learned this, but it took me a few years to realize this problem. And another thing was that I tried something for a few months, and then I said, okay, there's no results, I'm just going to give up. And right now I was almost in the same situation after 4 months, and I said, okay, if someone is going to study 4 years, 6 years, 10 years to make, even for in Eastern Europe, $1,000 profit a month, then my expectations to make the same amount of money in the online world after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, not realistic, because there is already competitors in that field, and basically I have to compete with them. So if I want to take a share from that market, I have to be at least at the same level as them or close to them if I want to make money. Otherwise, there is no way to make money if your competition is much more better than you. And something else that helped me a lot, and hopefully is going to help to you also, is hopefully you write down your goals. If not, try to write them down and just think about what's important for you. And now, think about your daily actions, your weekly actions, your monthly actions, and actually think about how these actions are going to lead me in a way that I would like to be 10 years later, 1 year later. Because if your actions are not aligned with your goals, you're going to just end up in a different place that you want to be. So you do not want to wake up 10 years later realizing this. So better just, after you watch this video, stop for a while, do not listen to any music, turn off your phone, open a notebook, and just start to write what I want from this life. What I did in the last 4 days. What I did in the last 1 month. What I did in the last 4 months. What I did in the last 1 year. Think about. And then your expectations. Where I want to be 4 days later. What I have to do in that 4 days to be in that place. Right? And you will do the same for the 1 month, for the 4 months, and for the 1 year. Where I want to be 1 year later. What actions this thing requires. Just divide it in small steps. And then divide it in daily tasks. Because no matter what's your goal, if you want to be a billionaire, a millionaire, a president, you have to do the things day by day. And there is a good saying, the hard work beats the talent when the talent doesn't work hard. So you have to wake up every day and do the same thing and do the things that are required day by day, no matter how you feel. Because the person who is really good at something, but do it 1 day and then just keep it for 3 days, then he's going to end up being in a worse position than the person who works every day for his goals. So coming back to affiliate marketing, I wasn't making any money, and then I just got a possibility from some friends that I made previously in that groups that I paid to be in, to be around successful people. And you have to pay for that, it's normal. Also normal that those people normally doesn't want to be around you. In this case, listen to audiobooks, read books, and try to educate yourself. So what I do in this affiliate marketing, there is basically a lot of technical things, technical marketing, because I manage things on a bigger scale. I have to say that it's not making any big profit yet. It's kind of like on a break-even point, but honestly I'm happy that I didn't give up, and I can see that I'm progressing day by day, even if I have some bad days sometimes, because things doesn't work well. I started this 6 months ago and yet I'm not making any big money, but I think we should have realistic expectations, because the social media just set up our mind to have unrealistic expectations from the world. And basically the product that I use, they are digital services. I do it for OF agencies, but if it scares you, then just think about any other product. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I'm doing the same thing as I did with the digital products, with the softwares. So it doesn't matter that much. If you want to build a business, the basement is going to be the same. You have to be the same mindset. If you succeed in one business, it's going to be much easier to succeed in another one. But the hardest thing is to succeed with one. After that, it's just going to be much more easier to build the next one, the next one, the next one, or just keep it up with one thing. So this is a short introduction about myself, about this channel. I also started this because I want to document myself, not only to provide value, but it is, to be honest, helpful for me also to watch back what I said, what I took a month ago, 1 year ago, if I'm going to continue and not stop about making videos. Hopefully I'm going to get some good feedbacks, but I do not have like giant expectations, as it takes time to catch up. So probably I'm going to share with you guys some results in the future and some methods that I use to make money basically from social media platforms and to sell digital products or services. Thank you if you watched the video, and have a nice day. Cheers!